Okay guys, welcome back. Okay, the versatility of, well, the optionality. At the end of the day, all we have to do with channel lock to get a really good, consistent result is have closed shoulders at impact every time. And it just makes it easier to have closed shoulders at impact with the back foot ball position. Or more to the point, be able to maintain closed shoulders at impact from a back ball position. So that's why we have it back there, and that's why we have the shoulders closed. And my standard modus operandi with channel lock is that I fire the club out to the ball, and I release the face of the club that way. Arms and hands go to the target, but the club face goes this way. Because if you take the club face out that way, the ball's going to go that way. Because we're heading into out. So you've got to get the club face releasing towards the target. And so what I do at address, guys, and I think I've mentioned this a couple of times, but probably not enough. What I do at address is that I aim my club face at the target. Now, I've got my shoulders aimed to the right, being a right-hander. And I know, everybody knows I'm a right-hander. But I aim my shoulders out there, but I have my club face pointing there. So if you came up here and had a look at me, you'd say, wow, he's got his face way shut down. And it is shut down to my shoulder line and my attack line, but it's dead square to my target. Because the ball's got to go to the target, and the ball will go where the club face is pointing. So it's going to go initially on the path, but the face then will dictate what it does after it starts its initial path. And the initial path is into out, so it's going to start a little right of our target line, and then the face angle, whatever that is, will then take over and bring the ball back. If it's closed, it'll bring it back with a little draw. If it's open, it'll just push it. But it will always start into out. And it just, where it goes after the initial start is dependent on what face angle you have on the shot. But I basically been, just firing the club out there with relatively low hands through the ball. But if you want to incorporate yogi in your golf swing, then you have to have yogi's mechanics, because you can't get an up hit like Yogi did. Yogi wanted to do that with the golf club. That's what he wanted to do. He called it up the arrow line of flight. He actually wanted to hit up on the ball. Now you can't do that if you've got low hands. So I'm not going to have low hands, because I'm going to have yogi. And if you want to have yogi, guys, you can. If you want to have yogi, and we're going here, swing the club up there. But I'm swinging it up there, but these are still closed, and the ball's gone. But my intention, look, that's still closed. So it doesn't matter. If you want to fire your arms up there like that, that's great, but make sure that when you fire it up there, when you fire your hands up there, the club still releases. Even though it's going like that in theory, it's still releasing at the ball. Because there's not much point in what happens over here, because the ball's gone. So we've got to have the feeling that we're hitting up, but we're hitting up with a released club face. Now that's fairly technical, and I will get into that down the track. But just initially, if you want to do yogi, and I'm not saying anybody do yogi, I'm just doing it because I love yogi, and I had enormous success with it when I was doing it originally. I didn't have the accuracy that yogi had, because I could still get those big high slingers, and the ball would go left on occasion, even with iron shots. And that was the thing, I thought, well, yeah, it's great, but I want a golf swing that doesn't go left in a surprise manner or fashion. And that's why I came up with channel lock. But the good thing, guys, is that I want with channel lock, and at my age, I want to get more distance. And there's no question that I get more club head speed with yogi. So you can have a versatility factor in that you can either fire it out there with your low hands and your club releasing there, or you can fire it out there with just this thought, that the club is doing that, guys. It's just firing up there as much as you can. And you can finish like that if you like. Doesn't matter. As long as you can hit the ball straight, high and far. Nothing else matters. I know that you will get more distance, you will certainly get more height. And the amazing thing is I didn't think I'd be able to do yogi off a back foot ball position because I thought I won't be able to hit the ball high. But I hit it extraordinarily high. I hit it as high as I used to hit it when I had the ball forward, because Yogi used to play it, you know, like in a conventional position here, and he would go there. So the title of this video is the versatility of channel lock, and that means simply that you have options with what you want to do through the golf ball. If you want to have high hands like Yogi and get more power, if you want to have a handle drag on the backswing instead of a you know, conventional push down. I mean, I think I have a bit of that anyway, because I like to have momentum. The reason I like the handle drag is that it adds to the momentum, and I just love momentum in the backswing. If I can't load the golf club with momentum in the backswing, I can't feel it, and I can't feel the change of direction, and I can't get my paintbrush. This is the paintbrush, guys, and there's no bigger painter than Count Yogi. Count Yogi was the quintessential painter because he had this in his golf swing. That was Yogi. That was Yogi's golf swing. Here, here. That's it. And it was wide. That's why you saw Yogi coming down. He was here. He was never here. And he was never jammed in like that. He was always this. It's a very big, wide, elliptic type shape golf swing. But basically that is Yogi's golf swing. That is Yogi's backswing and his downswing. It's there. Now nothing could be more natural than that, and I think he worked that out. He wasn't a guy that ever got involved in golf swing mechanics. Never wanted to talk them. You know why? Because I don't think he understood them. He played by pure capturing of a feel and a mental process. He was the only guy I think in history that's ever done it, and that's why he hit the ball the same every time. He could just do it every time because he had the same infallible mental routine. But that was his golf swing, that was his backswing, and that was his forward swing. And if you think of just doing that, just think of that. Backwards, forwards. It's fantastic. You know what's not fantastic? Is that I'm an idiot. I come out here, do all this, settle the camera up, and I know that the batteries in this camera only last a couple of shoots. And I didn't replace the battery, so I've got a red light flashing, guys. So I'll replace the battery and I'll come back and I'll do some paintbrush Yogi hitting, and I'll show you how good it is. You're an idiot, JH.